Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to talk about men's fall-winter fashion week 2024. We finally saw the second show of a new Gucci designer, Sabato De Sarno. Many people were excited to see what he will do next. We also gonna discuss brands like J.W. Anderson, Prada, Dolce&Gabbana and others. So let's not waste time, grab a drink and let's get started. Let's start with Gucci, probably the most anticipated brand at this fashion week. After the first show in September, people were unsure in what direction Gucci was going. For the record, I was obsessed with the first Gucci show with a new designer. I really like the new Gucci style. Very simple, not much logo, but also chic. What stood out the most for me is the music. Let me guys tell you, I don't watch fashion show if they don't have good music. For example, I like Valentino very much. Their clothes is like piece of art, but they often play a lot of classical music at their shows, and it's usually very loud. So I usually skip their shows or watch a short part. But the Gucci show, I keep watching every single day. It's stunning. So back to the men's fashion show. The men's fashion week presentation seemed to be a replication of what we saw at the women's fashion show in September, which I thought was quite cool and unique. I loved the set, the music, of course, it was the same. All the clothing was very stylish and wearable. Many men's looks were taken directly from the women's fashion week, which was quite unique. One of the things that stood out for me were the coats. We saw a variety of different coats, and Sabato himself said that he enjoys working with coats, which was clearly evident. The rest of the collection was quite simple. The other standout elements were the looks with crystals and two bright colors that I think will be associated with Gucci now. A beautiful wine color and green color. I also liked how they matched gloves with the bags in the same color. Also guys, if you remember the recent Golden Globe, Taylor Swift was wearing a Gucci dress in the same beautiful green color, and she looked stunning. The next show we are gonna talk about is J.W. Anderson. The show began with clips from the movie Eyes Wide Shut by Stanley Kubrick. It was clear that many outfits were inspired by this movie. J.W. Anderson also collaborated with Kubrick's wife and artist Christine Kubrick. If we take a look at new collection that called Poinsettia, often associated with Christmas. This isn't the first time when J.W. Anderson gets inspiration from floral motifs. It's hard to forget Laeva collection that featured the anthurium flower. Another inspiration for the show was a beloved cat named Polly, which was a favorite cat of Stanley Kubrick. Christine Kubrick, his wife, created many artworks featuring her cat, and this motif was evident in Eyes Wide Shut. There was a whole wall with portraits of the cat at the movie, and one of the portraits was depicted on bags and hoodies by J.W. Anderson. The collection in general was very colorful, as the movie and the artworks of Christine Kubrick. J.W. Anderson also created a short movie with Christine Kubrick, which he posted on his channel, where they discussed their collaboration. I'll leave the link for you guys so you can check it out. The next brand we're gonna talk about is my favorite, Prada, one of my favorites. The show began with a teaser that depicted a typical office setting, complete with many screens displaying nature wallpapers, which was the main inspiration for the show. Their creativity didn't stop with the teaser, it extended to the show's set design, which was quite stunning. First of all, instead of regular seats, they used office chairs, and secondary, there was a glass floor door through which you could see nature elements like grass, rocks, water. The setup was truly amazing. However, the collection itself didn't seem as creative to me. It featured typical suits for Prada with ties and a mix of colors, as well as swim hats, which is not something new. We already saw them in Miu Miu, which I believe were one of the show's highlights. Additionally, there was a variety of belts on the show, many of which featured geometric designs made from the classic Prada triangle logo, which I must say I didn't like that much. What I did appreciate was the range of men's bags, paired with belts that look like typical classic belts. I really liked these bags with belts. The rest of the collection was nothing special. The Dolce&Gabbana fashion show was titled Silk, which is a very fitting name for this collection. It was a beautiful show featuring many fur coats. I guess Dolce&Gabbana goes for Slavic girl style, I guess boys. There was one of the outfits that stood out for me in very Dolce&Gabbana style, a leopard print coat. Also, there was a shirt adorned with laces, which is very characteristic of Dolce&Gabbana. The rest of the collection was quite simple and understated, which is unusual for Dolce&Gabbana. It seems they are also trying to embrace the trend of quiet luxury. The next brand has always remained true to its DNA and stayed faithful to its identity is Disquired. As they did the Y2K looks, they continue doing them. Good for them. A memorable aspect of the show was the use of twins, which is not something new. One of my favorite fashion show ever is Gucci Twins show. So beautiful. I'll leave the link down below for you guys. But this feature fits perfectly for Disquired, considering the brand's designers, Dean and Don Catton, are twins themselves. The concept of the show involved a model walking down the runway in regular outfits, then entering a capsule and emerging in a dressy outfit, which was a second twin. At the end of the show, designers Dan and Don made an appearance as models themselves, with one of them dressed as a woman in a sexy dress, which was quite cool. And in the nomination, the most boring fashion show, winning Fendi. Ooh, honestly, there isn't much to say. Nothing was particularly memorable and interesting. I think Fendi needs a restart. And there you have it, guys. Men's Fall-Winter Fashion Week 2024. Tell me, what was your favorite collection and what was your not favorite collection? Hopefully it's Fendi. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also guys, follow me on Instagram, Dmitry Friesman, where I post a lot of OTD and funny content, in my opinion, of course. Until next time, stay stylish.